Melissa Gorga has never been one to sugarcoat the truth, and at BravoCon 2025, she finally opened up about where things really stand between her, Joe Gorga, and Teresa Giudice. After years of public tension, explosive reunions, and family fractures that played out in front of millions, Melissa says something has finally shifted. And this time, it didn't take a crisis to make it happen. She explained that she and Joe are in a completely different place than they were just a few months ago. And for once, the progress hasn't come with cameras rolling or fans dissecting every move. Instead, the family has been working on their issues privately, quietly, and without the pressure of public opinion. According to Melissa, that change of environment has made all the difference. She described it as everyone finally putting in the effort, trying to move forward instead of staying stuck in old patterns. There's been real conversation, real honesty, and a willingness to hash things out without turning it into a spectacle, something that hasn't happened in a very long time. When she talked about timing, Melissa made one thing clear. Life has a way of waking people up, and sometimes it happens in the harshest ways. She said nobody wants reconciliation to come from tragedy, not from a hospital scare, a funeral, or a moment where regret hits too late. But this time, the shift came naturally, not forced, not dramatic, just two sides finally recognizing what was slipping away and deciding not to let the damage run any deeper. For Melissa, the push to repair things isn't just about the adults. It's about the kids, the ones growing up watching these feuds and learning behaviors that could repeat themselves later in life. She doesn't want resentment to carry on to the next generation or turn into a storyline that shapes how the cousins treat each other in the future. The idea of the kids absorbing that tension has always weighed on her, and she made it clear that ending the cycle is a priority. Fixing this family isn't just emotional, it's necessary. Even with everything that's happened over the years, Melissa says there's still room for hope. She believes people can grow, that mistakes don't have to define the future, and that self-awareness, even if it comes late, is still meaningful. She admitted that all sides have made errors, and acknowledging those mistakes is part of how real healing begins. The tone in her voice wasn't just optimistic, it was realistic, grounded, and focused on moving forward instead of rewriting the past. When the conversation shifted to the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Melissa didn't hesitate to share her thoughts about the future of the show. She thinks the franchise works best when there's a balance, familiar faces fans love, mixed with fresh personalities who bring new energy. She made it clear that wiping the entire cast clean isn't the answer. Viewers want history, layered relationships, and real conflict mixed with new dynamics. And despite everything that's happened, Melissa wants to stay. She loves the show, she loves the fans, and she believes she still has more to bring to the series. Her comments painted a picture of someone who is ready for change, but also understands the importance of roots, loyalty, and long-standing storylines that fans have invested in for more than a decade. She's not running from the past, but she's not letting it control the future either. Whether it's her family or the show, Melissa is focused on growth, real, honest growth, and the belief that even complicated relationships can find their way back to stability. If this new chapter actually holds, it could be one of the most surprising turnarounds in RHONJ history. Melissa's hopeful, Joe's trying, Teresa seems open, and for the first time in a long time, it feels like the door isn't fully closed, just cracked enough for something better to finally step through.